Okay, hello everybody, this is MeshNet. Let me get right to the point. So I'm going to illustrate the problem and the magnitude of the suffering. So what you see here is a first-hand account of a student that we interviewed this weekend, and we asked them to identify all the challenges that they face from the beginning of their freshman year to the end of their senior year. And as you can see, there are many challenges, and it ended in disappointment. And so we went back and mapped out what their career development should have looked like had they used MeshNet. And as you can see, it's cleaner and leaner. But who else is involved? Because it's not just students, right? So I got on the phone with a potential paying customer this weekend, a CMU career counselor. And as you can see, she immediately saw the benefits. So what are we doing? We're building a software platform that facilitates earlier goal definition and then provides a personal action strategy to attain that goal. But enough of me talking. Let my partner Adam do some walking.
So let's talk about Bill again, the motivated freshman who used MeshNet to succeed. He's not the unthinking freshman who doesn't come up with a plan. He's motivated, he's a warrior, he's driven. And yet he's still confronted by myriad options. He still has the dismay of not knowing exactly what to do. So he goes to MeshNet. Connects his LinkedIn, pastes his transcript. We immediately start collecting exactly what we need to know about him, as you can see. And then we can define some long-term dream job goals for this guy. Well, Google Product Manager, that sounds pretty good. It's got a 17% chance. Let's try that. Now we have some immediate short-term tasks that he can accomplish. He can take this class next semester, and that will allow him to acquire experience developing for Android, which will allow him to acquire that 5 years of experience that Google requires for the product manager job. And by doing that, he's actually increased his chances by like 27%. And then he's reaching that goal. And then we have similar short-term tasks that he can immediately engage with. He has no excuse not to start developing his career, because they're right there laid out in front of him.
So you might wonder, well, do students actually want this? We did a survey over the weekend of 50 PIT students and 50 CMU students. What we found is that over half the students never found career service development offices to be a little or no help at all. And of course, it's not surprising that 83% of the students express interest, high interest for using a product like MeshNet. Enough about the students. Let's hear from a potential buyer.
My name is Christian, and I'm an employment development specialist at the University of Pittsburgh's Office of Career Development and Placement Assistant. And the thing that makes MeshNet stand out to me is that it's tailored to each student's individual experience. From the beginning, when they're determining what they do want to do, all the way to the end when they're securing internships and full-time jobs. It's nice because it goes beyond separating out tracks based on industry, and instead of the type of students target companies, it interactively gives them knowledge and steps and skills that it takes for them to achieve their desired employment. I would definitely use this product as a career.
Let's talk about numbers. The addressable market is 177 million. How do we come up with this number? Of 4,726 universities in the nation, we're pricing our market as $37,500, and that is based on competitive pricing. And of course, we also did a Oklahoma of 3 years.
Okay, so just to wrap up, just some unique advantages about it. So we have an unrelenting passion. We were up till 4 a.m. the last 2 days. We have a front-end developer named Alex, who is better than any developer I've ever met. And I went to startup weekends on the West Coast, worked with Silicon Valley developers. This guy he just exceeds all expectations. We have initial business leads that span across the country due to organizations that team members are involved with, and we already have 2 local interested clients. The competition, there's a startup in Stanford that's doing some alumni networking type ordeal, and then there's Simplicity that Pitt and CMU use, but the capability does not match ours.
One more shout out, Nick, you're Da Vinci on the web.
Yes.
Time. Good job. Judges?
Doesn't match yours in what way?
Sorry?
How is yours better than the others? Competition.
Okay, so the competition right now actually doesn't do any matching. That's the point. That's why ours is a market pioneer in the sense that the systems that are used currently are only a management system of the career service activity, but it doesn't provide insight to each student individually. It just tells the office, basically, it's a humongous calendar of events and classes that the school
Yours is
offers.
personalized.
Yeah.
Well, it's infrastructure. Simplicity is infrastructure. This is about increasing career services output.
How do you process the transcript?
So we go to a school, we learn their format, and somebody on my team could figure that out. Bill figured it out in about half an hour, maybe.
And you're building a database of matching it against these job profiles?
Against job profiles, against ONET, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics database of what skills, what knowledge, what abilities map to a job.
Who pays for the product?
Career services at institutions.
And then what's the payment model? Is it a one-time payment or is it an annual year?
Okay, so yeah, there's an initial deployment fee, and then there's going to be yearly subscription fees. So I have some more, actually, I was going to go with that. Here's some other accounts for revenue that we're going to have. So universities and employers are going to have a tiered premium access payment schedule, and then they're all going to be recurring yearly fees. And then after we collect enough data down the road, we can start licensing some of this for use to maybe some people in the state, the government, or other political stakeholders to get insight into the
Anybody who's trying to improve employment and the quality of employment.
Okay.
Thank you.